you're lazy. Or you could have undiagnosed ADHD, but who knows? Does an online test count? I'm almost 29. 29? And I have never been productive, or at least never not felt not lazy. When I'm doom scrolling, I know that I need and should be doing other things. Better things that could actually move me forward in life. But that little voice gets crushed with every video I scroll next to. And honestly, it's so frustrating being in that cycle. Because eventually the things that aren't time sensitive become time sensitive. Like realizing you haven't achieved most of your life goals as you approach your 30s, most of them career related. But why do we focus so much on career anyway? It's only 1/3 of our life. What about the other 2/3? Who's going to care about the rest? So while I haven't cured myself of this issue, I figured I could help some lazy people out there who are looking for YouTube videos to feel more productive in the hopes that by the end of the video they'll be fixed. You won't. I've been in your shoes before. Here are some tips from a work in progress productive person. 1. Routine. Yeah, you've heard it before. But setting a routine is really important. It doesn't have to be super strict where you plan each hour and color code time block your whole life. You just have to have enough structure so that you can expect what your week will look like. For example, every Sunday around 3 p.m. I will meal prep lunches and at least one dinner for the rest of the week. This saves us so much time and energy not having to worry about what we will eat for lunch. Every Tuesday and Wednesday I have my toddler on my own. We will always go out in the morning from 9 a.m. till at least 12 p.m. In this time, I know I have to do a grocery run and go to a playground. We will typically have lunch out either at a cafe or picnic style at the park. These are also the only days I really have time to focus on my own business. So for those 2 to 3 hours during nap time, I will try my best to plonk myself at my desk and put in some time for my work. Nowadays, I'm also able to do some work at night if the house isn't too messy and my husband and I aren't wrecked from the day. During my work from home days, I'll shoot some B-roll at lunch and after work before picking up my daughter from daycare. On Saturday, we always try to go somewhere nice with a great playground so everyone can have fun. My husband and I will take turns watching Ollie and going for a run. And those are the activities and times that I expect a normal week to look like. Of course, things change, like public holidays means a whole day out, or sick toddlers mean no energy to exercise or think about anything else other than caring for her. So that is my structured week. And since doing this, I have definitely become more productive. I know at certain times of the week, I'll be able to do my own thing, and I look forward to those times. You don't create routines to make you suffer. It's to help alleviate being in a constant state of reaction. 2. Using a timer. Even with a routine, there are times that I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do work, I don't want to do chores. I just want to rot in my new floor cushion and doom scroll till my eyes hurt. You've probably heard of the Pomodoro technique where you use a timer for work and rest. It'll be like 25 minutes work and then 25 minutes rest and repeat. I thought it was work for 25 and rest for 25. It's only rest for 5? Oh my gosh. What I typically do is use a timer as a tool to interrupt the doom scroll. I'll set it to be as long as I want. Sometimes after a really big play session in the morning, I will set the timer to be like an hour and a half. Sometimes it'll just be 20 minutes. You just need to listen to your body and see what is right for you in that moment. I'll also use it to gamify certain chores like clean the kitchen in 15 minutes or come up with 10 concepts in 10 minutes. I usually have to use this method when doing client work. The pressure of client work will sometimes paralyze me, and this just kicks the creative juices a little. 3. Maximizing Google Calendar. I have tried so many productivity apps and planners, from the cheap Kmart ones to the fancier leather-bound goal-setting books. All of these things are just band-aids to make you feel more productive. At the moment, I use Notion to keep track of all my ideas, goals, even my groceries, but using Google Calendar is so fundamental to my daily life. I will schedule everything from events to bills to deadlines and purchases I need to make. Like if I'm going to paint a mural, I will set an event at the time I want and put a list of all the items I need to get. In my business, this has been such a great tool when I do mural outreach. A client may be interested in commissioning a mural, but at that moment, they may not be in a position to go through the design process. They will come back and say something like, "I'd love a mural, your work is so fantastic. We're not quite ready for one yet, but because you're so convincing, please get back in touch in 6 months. Then I will put it in my calendar straight away. My newest client is one of those, and if it wasn't for that calendar reminder, I would have forgotten about it and left money on the table. 4. Buddy system. One of the top reasons why I feel like my YouTube commitment is going so well is because I have attached it to a regular catch-up with a business friend. We were both interested in YouTube and made it a regular thing to catch up and check in with progress, tell each other what we've watched and ideas for videos. It's also nice having an art friend to talk to regularly when you're a home artist. I recently learned the term body doubling. You and another person get together and work on your own task separately. The feeling of having someone there is enough pressure or motivation to help you stay focused on the task. Apparently it's a good tool for people with ADHD. I definitely worked a lot when my husband and I were sharing an office. He would sit right behind me, and even though he would never look at my screen or ask what I was up to, I felt like I had to keep working. If I finished something and he was still working, I would find something else to work on. Which is the exact reason why companies are forcing people back into the office, but they can never take work from home away from us. Never. 5. Clean. I am definitely not the tidiest person in the world, and you have probably seen that in some videos already, but keeping most aspects of my house clean and tidy is so vital to how I can live my daily life. Before having a baby, I would go days without cleaning the kitchen. I would let the dishes pile up in the sink, use every single mug, and only clean up once I had no more dishes to use. Now my husband and I share this task where one of us would clean the kitchen every night so that we are able to use the kitchen straight away in the morning. My desk is also a place of just dumping. Receipts and tissues are all over the place, pens are in every nook and cranny, so even though my desk doesn't get a reset every night, having this massive desk mat helps keep a large chunk of my desk clear. Enough for me to do work and have a functioning space. Then on a day when I have extra cleaning time, I'll do a big cleanup, taking all the rubbish out, reorganizing my trolley and putting things away. But definitely out of all the rooms that need attention, having a clean kitchen is the most important since it's the center of your house. 6. Exercise.
I've recently committed to running 15 kilometers a week, and it's not easy for me, but I managed to get it done most weeks.
And I'm in luteal phase. Hell no. So while it sounds kind of intimidating, I make it easy. Instead of going up to 15k, I'll think about it like every kilometer run is one knocked off the big number. So instead of, yay, I did 15 kilometers this week, it's, I don't have to run anymore this week. It's been so good because it makes me more motivated to stay on top of regular running. I'll often think, if I don't do it now, I have to do 10 on the weekend, and 10 is painful. So pick an exercise that will be a non-negotiable for you. It could be 10,000 steps a day, it could be 50,000 a week, whatever is going to get you a little bit active. Don't make it so painful that you never want to do it again. You only have to push the bar a little bit further as you get better. Like before, I was running 8 to 10 kilometers a week. If I had suddenly said I was going to do 30, that would have happened once and never again. If it's hard, make it easy. 7. Don't give up. This is the most important non-negotiable you will ever have in your life. Sometimes I will sit on the floor and cry wondering, why am I still pursuing this? Why haven't I given up yet? Why can't I? This must mean that I'm meant to be an artist in some way, shape or form. I have this lingering feeling of I'm not done yet all the time. Even when I thought I was done, I just wasn't. It actually got to a point where I had set up a mentoring session with my old mentor, asking for advice on how to break into being an illustration agent and what the lifestyle and career might look like. By the end of the call, I was pretty much just looking for excuses to keep going with art. I was saying to my mentor, well, maybe after I've done this project and achieved this, maybe I'll quit after that. I need to make an art bucket list and check them all off before I'm ready to let artist Miranda die. Finding your North Star will give all these other tools and practices in your life purpose. I want to stay fit because I want to live a long time to see my daughter as an adult. I want to be an artist because I think I was made to be one. I've only ever had dreams of being creative in different capacities all my life. And just because the dream job title changes doesn't mean my purpose does. Honestly, a little unsure of what my art purpose is still, but I can't ignore the fact that I've been wanting a creative life for my whole life. Don't give up so easily on yourself. There are so many creatives in the world that didn't get their break until much later in life. Ki Hui Kwan is one that comes to mind when I think of dreams coming true later in life.
Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive.
Hopefully some of these tips helped. It has taken me years to get to this point and I still have a long way to go before I call myself a productive person. But that's okay. We can't go from 0 to 100 overnight. That's literally asking for a burnout. Take it slow and incorporate these tips a little bit at a time. You'll see the change if you just make a few small adjustments. This is a topic that I have a bunch of video ideas for, so if you have questions or advice, leave them in the comments and maybe you can help someone else out. Okay, till the next video, bye!